Made in the image of love. Imagine for a moment what it may have been like before you were conceived. You were pure love. You were existing as conscious awareness, as love, one with everything in existence, one with your optimal being, joyously experiencing and expressing as pure love. Then as your body starts to develop, you begin exploring, moving your arms and legs, poking your mother in the ribs, etc. You hear her heartbeat, and it's so comforting. There's this total sense that everything is a part of everything else. You're one with everything, an experience of bliss. It's all a pure knowing. You're in this state of bliss where everything's taken care of. There's water all around you, and you're floating effortlessly, joyously. It's truly amazing. You're fed on demand whenever you're hungry. All your needs are met. Then as you grow, it starts to get a little cramped. Your world is changing so fast. It takes more effort to move around, and the area appears to be getting smaller and smaller. Even so, you still know everything's one, and you're experiencing your life blissfully. You know it's all a process you're a part of that is unfolding perfectly. All things are one, and you are one with love, and you are love. Your awareness is that your body and your mother's body are one as love. You experience the body you are growing in as you. Everything that is happening in your environment adds to your unfolding experience. The sounds, the music, whether there's an argument or hostile energies, or there's calmness with lots of love present. This also includes how your mother personally experiences the events taking place in the world at the time. All these events and experiences play a crucial role in developing your perception of the world because it's all encoded into the database recorded in your mind. Regardless, as a knowingness, you still know you are pure love. You know everything is pure love. You have total trust in this knowingness. Then you're born. As you come out, it can be quite challenging to squeeze out this small opening. You are totally trusting because you know it is what it is, and it is perfect. You take your first breath. Your doctor might hold you upside down and swat you on the bottom. You might experience some vertigo, disorientation, or any number of sensations based on your individual experience. All of this information is recorded and stored in your mind. The key is, it is all recorded knowing that you are pure love. You are incapable of judging anything. The experience you are having is exactly that, an experience unfolding. You are actually one with everything in existence. You are love, and so is everything else. This is the all-encompassing knowingness. Now you are so excited about seeing your parents. You desire to be held, to be touched. In almost all cases, your experience is all love, pure love. You're experiencing life joyfully as love. You look at your mom and dad, and you're one with them. They appear to be an extension of your body. You haven't even realized you've got your own fingers, and they have theirs. You experience that they're all your fingers. Everything is your body. Every body is a part of you, and you are part of everything and everyone. You are one with everything in existence, and you are pure love. That's the experience you're having. Pure love, pure bliss. Then there's a moment in time when you have an awareness that your parents don't seem to be having continuous joy and bliss like you are. They appear to be acting differently. You start to see behaviors without having a cognitive understanding of your experience. It's an awareness, a flood of feelings and sensory experiences that's unfolding. You see that your parents don't seem to be acting as if they know they are pure love as well. This doesn't resonate with your experience of being love. You have an awareness that they don't remember they are love. Even though this sounds like you're thinking, this is not a cognitive process. It's as if you are all one being sharing experiences simultaneously together. You watch them even more closely, and evidently, they have forgotten they are pure love. Your knowingness is still intact, so it's just a matter of reminding them so they'll remember as well. So you go about reflecting love to them to help them remember they are pure love. You're using sounds, cooing, staring in their eyes, smiling back at them, and other behaviors which they seem to really enjoy. But as time goes by, it doesn't seem to be working. And at times you have discomfort, so you let them know by crying or making loud noises. Sometimes they're okay with the loud noises and crying, but sometimes they're not, and respond like there's something not right about how you're behaving. But again, this doesn't resonate because everything is perfect, everything is pure love, everything is expressing as the optimal being. That's how it is, and you're experiencing everything this way. Then it happens. Up to this point, you maintained the awareness that you are love. But because the constant barrage of ideas of separation and fear are so pervasive, there comes a moment in time where you question whether or not you really are one, and that what you know is the truth. At that moment, you have your first doubt. You question the truth of your knowingness and begin the process of forgetting. Forgetting you are pure love and one with everything. You gradually begin to replace this knowingness with feelings of separateness and fear. This dramatic shift in your knowingness occurs, for almost everyone, somewhere between birth and age 3. This experience is extremely challenging and can be very traumatic. It all starts with your first doubt. Once the doubt occurs, it's just a matter of time before you actually forget that you are one with everything in existence. You block it from conscious awareness. However, before you forget, something intervenes. Perhaps it's your optimal being, intuition, survival, or instinct. You want to make sure you remember you are love and one with everything in existence because you know it is essential for being in a body and for living an optimal, joyous life. At this time, you actually take your knowingness, your pure awareness, your inner child, and put that part of yourself in a cave, so to speak. You assign a guard to protect yourself from additional trauma and the ongoing barrage of distortions of truth, such as the ideas that you are separate, not love, and what happens outside of you causes your internal experiences. Your guard also protects you from the idea that all those concepts and belief systems are true. It is all secretly blocked by this guard. Gradually, you start to accept those ideas as a child, but the part of you locked away is secure in keeping the knowingness pure. That you are one and you are pure love. The distorted material is stored along with the pure love in your inner child and adds confusion to the process of remembering yourself as love later on. Remember, your mind is recording all of this information continuously. Eventually, you completely deny that you had taken this part of yourself and set it aside. even though your original intention was to protect yourself. The guard you assigned became a prison guard for your inner child. Your guard keeps awareness and experiences from being received from your inner child and becomes suspended in time while staying the same age. Eventually, you completely deny that you had taken this part of yourself and set it aside. Even though your original intention was to protect yourself, the guard you assigned became a prison guard for your inner child. Your guard keeps awareness and experiences from being received, and your inner child becomes suspended in time while staying the same age it was when you first assigned the guard. Everything your child has acquired knowing it was love and one with everything is available, but stored in your unconscious. It is frozen in time, and that part of you does not mature. It's like you have a separated self, which, although this is untrue, it feels like it from an experiential level. You take your awareness of being pure love, your oneness with everything in existence, your sensing, your knowingness of what the optimal being is, and you minimize it to fit with what you are learning and experiencing. You physicalize the optimal being by making mom and dad and the world your version of the optimal being, because that is what you learned from your experience with them. Since this is what your parents, along with most parents, were taught and believe, they naturally want to share that with you, their child. You also learn any number of different interpretations of what the optimal being is, yet these don't generally include that we are all one, designed to be joyous, and all created as pure love. It is most likely your parents had loving intentions, and they did the best they could with the realities they had at the time. However, like you, your parents were created as pure love. But they also went through this same or similar process of forgetting. The fact is, no matter how they acted or what they taught you, they are loving beings at a core level, intending to be kind and gentle and always want the very best for you. Understand, everyone goes through this process to one degree or another, depending on the situation or circumstance. Eventually, you accept the idea that you are separate, along with the beliefs that your optimal being is external and love is something you do, not who you are. You gradually disengage your awareness and stop trusting your joy and bliss. You don't forget completely, but it becomes unconscious in you. Although you are the one that initiates this, your parents and the world teach you that cause happens as a result of what is taking place outside of you. You are taught love is approval and acceptance. You forget your joy and the knowingness of what love really is. You replace your knowingness of being love with these distortions, and in some cases, extreme distortions, like being punished or fearing authority is love, or anything that your parents were taught and therefore pass on to you. You still have deep inside you the joyous truth of who you are and your oneness with everything. But it becomes inaccessible because you lock it away for safekeeping, although seemingly beyond your reach. Your hope is, at some time in the future, you will be able to open this up and retrieve this knowingness, to revitalize it and make it part of your conscious life. As you mature and gain more life experiences, you unknowingly develop a lack of trust for the people and things in your world, because deep down you know the truth, and it appears it is not what is being shown to you. Remember, you were taught they were the optimal being, but you discovered that their words and actions were not always based in love. Therefore, the idea that you made them greater than you and everyone else was just not true. This realization creates confusion and sets in motion challenges in how you interact with your world that in most cases continues today. Through this process, you forget that you are the one who initiated letting go of your awareness. You are taught that cause is external, so you make your parents the cause, and eventually you transfer blame to the optimal being rather than owning that you, not the optimal being, is blocking your awareness to your joy. This transfer is not towards the true optimal being love, but the optimal being you were taught about and experienced while growing up. Everything was set in motion based in the idea that mom, dad, and the perceived optimal being separated you from your true optimal being love, your bliss, your joy, and all of existence. So you conclude you can't trust it. You believe the optimal being did it to you. You feel like a victim while forgetting you did it to yourself. Also, the conclusion that the optimal being did it to you means you have no say in making it different, and you felt helpless. Because as a child, you tried to help your parents remember they were loved, and it didn't seem to work. Most often, your experience was that you couldn't change it. So as a result, you also felt hopeless. The beauty of these experiences is throughout this process, you unconsciously maintain the knowingness that you were and still are pure love. This knowingness is being brought to conscious awareness because it is who you are. Your optimal being will continue to inspire joy in you and motivate you until you accept the truth that you are love.
Discover more at journeysdream.org.